Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is hoping that things are not over. There's been an argument, there's been perhaps some no contact. It could be, this was several weeks ago, several months ago, but they haven't found the right words. They don't know what to say to make things right. So they're starting to get like antsy or restless with this King of Wands energy. It's like, okay, I have to do something. I can't just expect somebody to like read my mind and know what I'm thinking or whether or not I'm still interested. So I think I need to figure out what I need to say. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. Just be aware there is a person out there pretending to be me, replying to people on comments on my videos, or on my posts. So just remember that it's only that email address, no WhatsApp or anything like that. Okay. All right. This is the fairy moment. What else do we have? Okay. So this is our King of Wands, number 28, the masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man, even though we have the King of Wands and the masculine energy. This is more about somebody who's taking action, right? We all have feminine and masculine energy within us, but they are thinking about or taking action towards the feminine energy, someone who has their back turned to them. So that could be why they have some concerns in terms of, is this actually going to go well? Is this person over me? Are they dating somebody new, or are they too angry to consider a second chapter, a third chapter, whatever it might be? This is the beginner's tarot. What else do we have? Ten of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So the thing is, there has been something keeping this King of Wands feeling stuck, but they have found a way to free themselves. There's an obligation or a responsibility that made this person feel like they could not pursue a relationship with you. They may have had some struggles in terms of their health or their career or their finances. This could have been like family or friend influencing them. But this Eight of Swords in the reverse says whatever was blocking me from you, it's not there anymore. But what I need to do is figure out, how do I approach you? How do I come correct? How do I let you know what I've been up to, right? There's like apprehensiveness or concern in terms of what has been going on for the other energy. So we have the Fool, Nine of Swords, and Five of Cups in the reverse. So I'm doing what I have to because I'm not ready to let go of you. I don't want this to be over, but I'm struggling to sleep at night because I don't know if that's how you feel. I don't know if you still think about me. I don't know if you're still daydreaming about being in a relationship or, seeing me again, that kind of thing. So anxiety, good old fashioned being in love anxiety, right? But with a little added twist of it's been a little while. I don't know if you want to hear from me. Five of Wands in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse. There's a concern that you have heard some gossip or some not so accurate commentary on what they've been up to, especially if this person is normally kind of in a group of people, family or friends, and people know their business, and then they do a little bit of a disappearing act because they're working on themselves. People are going to assume this person's up to the same old things, right? So we have kind of a sense of friends that don't really have this person's back talking about them because well, I haven't seen them. I'm sure they're doing this, or maybe they had this problem. But it's all like conjecture, right? Hanged Man in the reverse and Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. So what this person had finally identified as that block, that obstacle in between the two of you was their karmic lifestyle. The friends that I spend time with, the people that I date, or, less than that. The people that have influenced how I see love or how I, view trust. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Lovers in the reverse. I think this is also somebody who felt like you would not choose them. If you really knew who I was, if you got to know me over a long period of time, I don't think you would choose me. I don't think I would be good enough for you. So I didn't pursue anything, or I didn't talk to you. Let's see. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Heart, number 7, emotional awakening, creativity, intuition, and follow your heart. Absolutely. Emotional awakening is the one that jumps off the page for me. This is somebody, and it's clarifying the masculine energy. This King of Wands, this is somebody who's realizing what is important to them from the feminine side of themselves, right? So another way of looking at this combination of the man and the woman from the Lenormand is this is somebody who has had a very masculine energy, felt very comfortable in that masculine energy, but needed to discover that more feminine side of themselves, the ability to love and receive love. Could be a little bit of both, right? There is probably an object of affection that has prompted them or kind of like activated this emotional awakening. And then we have shadow. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions, and mystery. So there's been repressed emotions. That's why we have to deal with this. How do I love? Who do I love? Can I receive love? Am I good enough? Right? They've had to go through the shadow side of themselves to discover or fully appreciate that feminine side. This is the Tattoo Tarot. Excuse me. Hello, Laura. Hello, Renata. What's going on, Jess? I hope you all are having a good day. All right, what else do we have? Six of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Wands. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like people are quick to assume this person goes off the deep end or makes horrible decisions, or if they're not around people, it's let's come up with like a great story about what they're getting into because it's probably crazy. And Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, okay. So specifically, I mean, that is a pattern, right? When this person takes a little bit of time for themselves, maybe if they date somebody or if they just decide, to take a little trip or they don't want to see people for a couple of days, people get into this habit of like telling tall tales, like, oh, I bet they did this, or maybe they went to go do that, because this person is one of those like spontaneous, like if I feel like doing something, I'm just going to go do it. I might not tell you. I might not tell anyone. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, but there's a sacrifice here that this person is making, and that's what people are talking about. It's not just that this person is less like available, they're not socializing as much. It's also like if somebody sold their prized favorite car, everyone would be like, why? Like that was your favorite thing in the world. Why did you sell? It's something that they're willing to sacrifice, that everybody knows this is very important to them, or, selling where they live, or deciding they're not going to stay where they currently reside. Like there's a major shift and people are trying to figure out why is this person doing that? Are they stressed out financially? Are they mad at somebody. They're trying to like figure it out because this person's mood is different. I think primarily this person is probably fed up or done dealing with certain energies or attitudes, patterns perhaps. And so what they maybe used to just kind of tolerate, now it's more like, no, thanks, but no. Yeah, so this could be kind of like a door slamming in a person's face or in a friend group's face. Like, I don't want to spend time with you. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go on that trip. I'm not going to go to your birthday party, whatever it is. It's just like, nah. I'm feeling like it's the wounded warrior, right? So it's somebody who's over it, somebody who's been through things multiple times. But also I feel like a sense of disinterest. Like, it's just, why? I don't want to be around you. Hello, Unique. How are you doing? Hello, Matt. Hello, Susan. I hope you're having a good day. 2 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles. I think they sold something. Something that they'd had for a while, or something that, you know, people I don't know why I think it's a car. I mean, it's a general reading, so it could be anything, right? Gaming system, I don't know, a boat. But this is for love, for whatever would make me happy to get closer to this person. I know I need to make these changes. I might need to sell something to save up money. Because this Page of Pentacles is saying, I've got a goal. I'm working towards this thing. And it's because of love. 2 of Cups. So I think everybody's trying to figure out, what is this person up to? They are acting a little bit unusual. They're saving up for something. So it's like, what? Are you going on a cruise? Are you buying a new car? Or are you buying what? And I don't think this person's saying anything. 4 of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior energy, our King of Wands, has basically put up some blockers. And it's like, oh, yeah, no, I heard you ask the question. I decided to not answer it because it's not your business. It's like, nope, I'm not going to tell you what I'm saving up money for. It's not something I feel like I need to talk to anybody about. That's my business. Maybe they're normally a very private person, but there's a change in behavior that makes people like extra curious, right? Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? That information is classified. We have Butterfly, Metamorphosis, number 22. Number 29, Skull and Endings. Well, of course, there are things that have to end. I'm going through an awakening. If you are 4 years old and somebody comes back and visits you 2 years later, are they going to expect you to be the same size? No, you're a young child. You're growing, right? This is like people who expected you to, like, your growth stopped. Not physical, emotional, right? Spiritual. You are who you are, right? Everybody knows that. And then all of a sudden these endings start happening. I'm not talking to that person anymore, or I quit that job, or sold that car, whatever it is. This is like people acknowledge that it's unusual, but they aren't getting any additional information. They're like, what happened? Something had to have changed your mind. What did you hear? What, happened to you? Why are you letting go of these things that previously were like your thing? I think it's because whoever is around this King of Wands, they don't really have a clear understanding of what this King of Wands is fully capable of. I think this King of Wands has been flying under the radar. People maybe underestimate their goals or what they're capable of. I feel like they don't necessarily like everyone to know, what else they've gotten into or what else they're accomplished at. but there's something here that they've been able to achieve that's big, and I feel like they're not telling anybody. This is the Egyptian Tarot. Page of Swords, Hierophant in the reverse. Yep. They're like, what is it? Why are you changing things? Why aren't you like your same old self? Why would you? All these questions, but like no answers. Hierophant in the reverse is unconventional, or like it's not how you used to live, right? You had patterns, you had rules, you had a way that you lived your life. And now like that's not what you're doing. So it's like an interesting divide, because I do feel like there are a couple people who are like, okay, cool, let's see what's happening. I don't know, maybe you're like making your life better. Cool, good for you. And then there are other people who are like, I need to know. Tell me what the answer, like they're obsessive with it. Like, why are you doing all of this? Five of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and well, of course. So the people who are obsessed with it are the people who get put out in the cold. Why did you break up with me? Why did you end our friendship? Why did you quit your job? Why are you moving out? The people who stand to lose, exactly. The people who stand to lose money or standing or something that they rely on this person for, probably to do with their own stability. That's what they're freaking out about. Oh, why would you end our friendship? Now who's going to drive me to my favorite bar? Oh, why would you end our relationship? Now I have to find a new place to live. There are people who are upset with this person, this King of Wands, because these changes are indicative, not just that this person is maybe making a big decision in their life, but that they will have to face a big decision because they cannot rely on this person anymore. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands. You guys, or Six of Pentacles. We just had that combination right here in the same order. So in other words, they see the actions, they see the changes. They may have an awareness that this person is buying or selling things or packing up their things, but they don't see the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups was the other one that came out with these two before. So this person had repressed emotions come out with that shadow card. I don't think these people realize that this person's in love. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I think they would be shocked if it was love. Like, it doesn't even occur to them. It's like, no, Knight of Cups in the reverse is like somebody who's really moody. Like, this person, I think, would probably qualify as not super friendly to most people, or like not out there trying to make a lot of friends. And then it would seem like quite the leap to assume, okay, this person is changing their life because they love someone, when maybe they're a bit of a lone wolf or a little bit of a, I don't know, a player. Maybe they had a really bad experience with a relationship that kind of led to them swearing it off. But we've got Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, I can't imagine that person would be making all these changes or trying to like invest heavily in a relationship. Like, that's never really been their thing. Hello, William. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Peggy. How we doing? So yeah, I know that I have to do a lot to make my life what I want it to be, but I'm not letting anyone stop me. And I'm also not curious, or not really interested in sharing my plans with other people. Let them talk. Let's see what they come up with, because they aren't going to guess. I don't think anyone would guess this person is like, I want to go marry someone, or I want to move in with someone, right? All right. This is the Poe Tarot. I do not read these in the reverse, just so you know. What else do we have? The Sun And the Ace of Paws, the Ace of Pentacles, very positive energy. They who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by by night. Sorry, I got a little too excited. It's like his head is heart-shaped. Am I weird for thinking that? So it's an interesting card because the sun is the happiest card in the deck, but we are talking to Edgar Allan Poe, so let's just keep that in mind, right? The sun in the sky has a person's face on it. It's a little bit feminine, and it kind of looks like the rays around the sunshine are like broken glass. Like if that had been somebody peeking through a little hole in a glass, like, hey, what's up, buddy? That would make a lot of sense to me, right? There was this kind of like mediocre existence that the King of Wands was surviving, getting through, looking for meaning. And I think I could use the word doldrum of this, all of a sudden, this like happy person burst through the scene and caused all this like disruption. So the RIP is connected to the skull or the endings. The endings or the things that are changing for this King of Wands are because of this love interest. For the most wild, yet most homely narrative, which I am about to pen, I neither expect nor solicit belief. Things have gotten crazy for this person. The King of Wands has had to go through a number of different trials or figuring out what's really going on, who they can trust, if anybody that they've been dealing with, right? And it's like when I get to this point where I can finally talk to my love interest, when I tell them what happened on my journey to get here or what happened while I was working on myself, I don't know if they're going to believe me. Like, I wouldn't believe me either. This is like ridiculous. So I don't know, maybe they get a love offer and a movie script out of it. Wow. And the Ace of Wells. You guys, so we have the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. 3 of like the best cards you could get. Beauty of whatever kind in its supreme development invariably excites the sensitive soul to tears. I think whoever has sparked this love in the King of Wands was able to show a side of life that this King of Wands had previously not had much experience, if any, with. So kindness that they've never seen people really hand out like that. Willingness to trust, willingness to be there in a difficult time. There's something here that really made this love interest stand out from the others in terms of what they were willing to offer as a friend or as a love interest. And it made this King of Wands realize that there was like other things out there other than their own experience, right? Maybe there's something worth changing for. Maybe there's something worth moving for. This is the Situations deck. Hello, Kingly Eagle. How we doing? Hello, Thomas. How's your day? A fun idea. But how are you going to express it if you don't share? Writing, diary, and keeping notes. Pressure cooker. I don't know why. Like, are you writing a book? Are you keeping a journal? Maybe they're writing you letters. There is some sensational element here. Like, you won't believe something that's happened to this person. We have children in the reverse. There's been an immaturity in this person that you have seen. And I feel like that's what their primary, maybe secondary, because it's the divine feminine energy, but the immaturity, right? I feel like the immaturity came out as a mask to make sure nobody asked of them to have this like divine feminine energy, right? Oh, that's cute. You want a relationship? Oh, why do you get jealous real easy? Like they would make light of the situation. but they're dealing with whatever this immaturity was that prevented them from actually being in a serious connection. I think they've been writing love letters. This is what's clarifying the journal. But they have not told anyone. This also says down low, dirty little secret. I don't know if it's really a dirty little secret. That's up to you. You know, this is a general reading, but I feel more so like this person was wrapped up in a persona or knew how talking about this would be received by their friends or by the group that they were dealing with. And it would not have been a pleasant thing. So I think they chose to keep much of this, if not all of their being drawn to you or falling in love with you, a secret. Magnetic. They can't forget this energy between the two of you. Yeah, I think we have somebody buying, selling, moving, making a lot of changes, and people want to know, like, what are you doing? Like, what's up? Because I never thought you would leave. I never thought you would, you know, sell that car. I never thought you would quit that job. Obsession, racing, and poison. Yeah. So this obsession is, I know what I need to do in order to be with my love interest. And I know that I need to be quick about it. They feel like they have had so much to deal with, so much ish to shovel, that they are like running behind. So they need to move quickly. Some of them are buying a car so that they could drive where they need to. Others maybe, you know, figuring out a bus fare, whatever it is. There's like expenses or saving money. There's habits that people are like, what are you doing? Like, this is not your normal behavior. But it's toxic people asking the questions. And this person's like, no, like literally what I'm doing is getting away from you. So I'm not going to tell you about my plan about how I want to get away from you. And I certainly don't want to tell you that I'm in love, because I don't think that that's going to be a real fun conversation. You probably just make fun of me. So what is it you want me to say? I won the lottery? Would you leave me alone then? Would that work? Don't do that. They will not leave you alone if you say that you won the lottery. I feel like you already know that. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. King of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Cups. So I fell in love when I was lacking that motivation. I had kind of fallen into some stagnant energy, didn't really want to make any changes, even though I didn't like what was going on. There may have been a sense of like that Four of Cups energy where you're just content. You're not really feeling like you've got great friends or anything like that. But with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, it's like you somehow got me to let my defenses down. Somehow, with your loving energy, I couldn't resist you. So it got me wondering, you know, is now the right time for me to make these changes? Is it silly of me to have spent so much time in a place where I wasn't even happy? Why did I run away from somebody that I care so deeply for, only to hang out with people that I don't like? Five of Wands. They feel like they're always in competition, or there's always drama or arguments around them. This could be family as well. But whatever this community is, wherever they are, it's like, man, I'm just like so sick of fighting. I'm so sick of trying to figure out who lied or who I could trust or who took my bologna sandwich from the refrigerator. And you know the way to find that one out, don't you? All right, so we've got King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Wands. So I looked around me I started to be more honest with myself about what was really in my way, what was really making up this Eight of Swords that made me feel like I couldn't make any changes. And I realized it was primarily what I think, and then also my surroundings, the people around me, or where I literally am. So I got to get to work, roll up my sleeves, pack up a few things, save up some money, whatever it is they feel like they need to do. But I think this is somebody who's moving. Star in the reverse and Strength in the reverse. I acknowledge that nothing was going to get better between the two of us if I don't say anything to you, if I don't take action, if I continue to just kind of like wallow in whatever this is, right? So they had to basically, I'm hearing wiggle your big toe. I hope you know what that's from. If you don't worry, I got you. It's from Kill Bill. And what's her name? Beatrice. I don't think you know that in the first movie. I'm sorry. Now I feel like an asshole. Wiggle your big toe is how she talks her just got out of a coma body into somehow becoming capable of standing up, moving around, driving, all of that, kicking some ass, right? This is somebody who's saying, okay, I'm going to start small. I'm going to wiggle my big toe. I'm going to get the little things done. I'm going to start getting the medium things done. And then I'm going to tackle the big thing, which is moving or, the conversation. Page of Pentacles. They're so focused. We had Obsession come out. This person views this as like a project. We've had the Page of Pentacles come out 4 times. And it's always, okay, I need to get to the point where I'm capable of having this conversation. Telling someone, here's what went wrong. Here's where I've been. I had to fight this battle. I had to go up against this person. I had to find this thing, but I'm here. And even though you might think my story is wild, it's true. But what got me through all that craziness is the light at the end of the tunnel, which was hopefully, being with you. Sorry, I took my shoe off and now I can't find it. Eight of Wands and the reverse and the Empress. But I know that the problem right now is that I have not communicated to this person. I need to tell them that I love them. I need to tell them that I'm working on these changes, because what if they think that I've just forgotten and decided to walk away? Maybe they'll find somebody else then. Yeah, this is the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. What else do we have? Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Upper Echelon. Yeah, I do my best. I really do, you guys. So we've got the Sun in the reverse and Judgment coming back around. Judgment can be something coming back to life, right? I have tried to accept life without you. I have tried to go back to what life was before I knew you or before I fell in love with you, and it just doesn't taste the same, okay? It is not the same experience. So I need to accept that part of the reason I've been unhappy is because I found somebody that is important to me, and then I, walked away. So maybe I just need to accept that I can't get over this person and pursue them because I would be happier with them. So we have the Two of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. There is an obstacle here, and I feel like it's a person. We've got somebody who had to deal with this Queen of Wands in the reverse energy. Now, this could be plenty of things. Number one, it could be insecurity, right? Queen of Wands in the upright is a very confident individual. It doesn't have to be a female, but somebody who says, you know what, I like who I am. You don't have to like me. That's cool. I will still like who I am. And, hope that one day maybe you can see that too. But if it's in the reverse, this is somebody who could have troubles feeling like they are worthy of something. Maybe they wonder whether or not they are lovable. Maybe they have felt like every relationship they've been in has resulted in cheating on either side because of those fears. But this could also be somebody who is antagonistic towards the relationship. This could be an ex or a family member who judges them for wanting this with you. Somebody who feels like they should want something different. But with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a scarab beetle, okay? That's what is prized in Egyptian culture. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding. Is that's why it's on the Nine of Wands for the Egyptian tarot. It's something you defend, right? So in some ways, we have somebody that has chosen to not talk about you in order to protect you because they know there are people that would be jealous or be frustrated with their decision or with them falling in love with you. But it also probably could be that there are other people they might talk to that want to be with you. Six of Wands in the reverse, a sense of failure. 10 of Cups in the reverse, because I don't belong here anymore. Maybe I thought it was really cool to be a part of this group 10 years ago. Maybe I really wanted to be your best friend 3 years ago. Maybe I thought it was awesome to live where I currently live 6 months ago. But now, I don't want any of it. I don't want to be here. I don't like it here. I don't like you. I don't like you. It's like I've outgrown it. And all I can think about is this new beginning, this thing that seems like it would be such like a better existence. One where I could be myself, one where I could feel safe, one where I know I would be with somebody that I could trust. Knight of Swords, the World in the reverse, and the Six of Swords. So if I don't want this to be over, if I don't want to lose you, then I need to be quick about it. I need to find a way to talk to you, and preferably in person. So we've got the Knight of Swords, which is somebody who wants to speak truth. World in the reverse, this isn't over, but this could also indicate like, I need to let go of this chapter that I've been hesitant to end, right? And move on. Six of Swords can be about travel. So they might feel like the only thing left at this point, or like they've gotten through all of the small and medium projects or things on their to-do list. Now it's, I need to move, or I need to go have that conversation, or both. And they're like, gosh, look at the time. Maybe I should go to bed. It's only 6:30 p.m. Oh, okay. So I should do stuff. Okay. There's this hesitation of like, oh, it's getting real now. So what do I do? This is the Love Oracle. Obsession. There is definitely somebody who's obsessed here, you guys. Infatuation. Adoration and addiction. Pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn. I feel like I get that card every reading. Like, dang. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. I'm obsessed with you, but because I have some ego issues, or because I've been a bit proud, I didn't want to tell anybody about these feelings. I didn't want to act on those feelings. So I've been trying to pretend like I didn't feel them, but I can't do that anymore. It's only led to the Sun in the reverse, which is depression. And pretending is exhausting. It takes a lot of energy to be who you are and then also pretend to be something else, right? You don't get to just pretend to be something else because you're still that person. So they've depleted their energy trying to put on this mask and pretend to be the same person as before, all while missing you. Thinking about the times they spent with you, thinking about what you could be doing together if they were there. So they took the leap of faith required to finally wiggle that big toe. Okay, it's time to heal. I can't be stagnant anymore, right? Come on. I got to get in the car. I got to drive. I don't know how realistic it is, Uma's character doing that, but this is somebody who felt like it was insurmountable. I can't move, Eight of Swords, but now that Eight of Swords is in the reverse. So they were saying, okay, I got to do something because I want to be around the person that I love, that I consider to be trustworthy. Or this family card is because I don't trust my family, because it is clarifying resistance. I didn't feel like I could tell people who I'm in love with because they would have a serious comment on it, right? They would judge, right? There would be an argument maybe with emotional storm. And I wasn't really looking for that. Thanks, but no. So I think they kept a lot of this to themselves. Distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. Again, if I told you what really happened, if I told you how many things I had to deal with in order to stand here in front of you, you wouldn't believe me. But I want to show you that I've been working on how to love and receive love. And I think I'm like ready for a relationship. So they're trying to find a way to sound healed, like, you know, like they're not an egomaniac, but at the same time confident. Like, I have dealt with the things that were blocking me. So how do I say that without it coming through as dismissive? How can I tell you the story or things that I've learned or how my perspective has changed without it being like a whole like 6-hour conversation? They're trying to figure out the right way to express this. But it's stressful. So they could be struggling to sleep. They could be starting arguments that they don't need to, or just kind of losing their temper. But they are wrapping things up. There's a closure here with this karmic lifestyle. All right, this is the Overthinker's Oracle. What else do we have? I told you they want to see you face to face. There has been somebody they've dealt with in the past, and I feel like it's caused issues in terms of like an obstacle in between the two of you. This could be that Queen of Wands in the reverse, for example. For some of you, that person could have used magic. That's the other interpretation. Leaving toxic karmic lifestyle behind. You may consider yourself a twin flame, or that they are your twin flame, especially if you've had, you got to know each other, then you didn't see each other. You got to know each other more, and then no contact, right? I'm sure many of you know what the general idea is behind twin flame. I just encourage you to keep in mind that the main goal of a twin flame journey should be about you learning that you are lovable and that you deserve to be in a happy relationship. If this person does their healing and their learning as well, they will meet you at the finish line. But there's a couple of twin flame channels out there that want you to believe that that is the only person you can choose. And that's not how I feel. Incoming communication and stalker vibes. So I've just, I've been watching you for a few days to try to figure out if now is a good time to talk to you, or like figure out if you've, been seeing anyone else. And it looks like you haven't. So now I really want to tell you what's been going on. Obviously I'm joking, but like, this is somebody who's trying to get as many clues as they can before they have this conversation. They are a little worried that someone from their past might be talking to you and lying about what happened in between them. So for a decent amount of you, there is an ex that was very possessive of this King of Wands and tried to keep them stuck. And they cheated on this King of Wands, but they don't want you to get a relationship with this person. They are very likely going to try to get you to believe that that person cheated on them. For others of you, this person was a cheater previously, but it is next to leaving toxic karmic lifestyle behind. You would already know about that. This should not be a surprise. But we have somebody who I think realizes they were hanging out with a lot of people that would backstab them or were not trustworthy. I'm afraid I will never love anyone else the way I love you. You can't stop fate. Please don't go. This is the card I thought about when I put the title up. Wait for me. And multiple trolls. Yes, there are definitely people in your life or in there that like to get in the way or cast shade on the connection that you two share. In some cases, this is because of controlling or jealous energy. In others, it is simply, you know, I want to go with the crowd and everybody hates relationships. So let's just, you know, find something wrong with this person. Yes, upper echelon. I will try. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you all. And I hope to see you on the next reading. Toodles.